guys, how you doing? My name is Joseph Gugi. I'm one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind, and this is another episode of the Pre-PT Chat Live. I think probably 2 years we've been doing this program, and every Thursday night, myself and Casey Coleman come into this group live to talk to you about some variety of topics. And I see Casey here hopping on, and we'll get started. A variety into physical therapy school without wasting time, without wasting money, without feeling like you're shooting in the dark, lost and confused, because that is what the majority of pre-PT students who apply today are experiencing. So tonight, we have a great conversation to have with you. Casey, how you doing, brother?
I'm all good, man. Almost Friday, so I can't complain.
Man, good stuff, bro. Yeah, for real, man. This was quite the week, man. Shoot, I had the flu, had the fever. You probably been grinding on your own as well, but yeah, it's almost Friday. It's almost the weekend, of course, which I'm excited for. But if you guys are here on live, we have Judy, we have Jennifer, we have Alex, we have Megan. Please comment Team Live just so we know y'all are here, and it helps. It really does help when you guys comment. This is not just to kind of hype you guys up. It helps so that the views kind of keep rolling in, because the more comments there are, the more people are like, oh shoot, like this is a live stream worth watching, which we feel like every live stream is worth watching. And for tonight, we're talking about hustle. We're talking about hustle. So if you guys would not mind, would you mind defining for me what you guys believe the word hustle means? If you watch this on replay, I want you to comment that as well. What does hustle mean? Like when y'all hear that, because it's so commonly used. We hear it in everything. We hear it in music. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Like we hear it in so many other avenues. We hear it when it comes to our academics. We hear it when it comes to anything we're trying to do, pursue. Like, what does hustle mean for you? Like, what does it mean? Like, for someone that has never heard the word before, what is it in reference to? Megan, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. F. Scott, good to see you, brother. And Judy, Jocelyn. Like, what does hustle mean? Casey, as they're commenting, man, like, what does the word hustle mean to you? And then we're going to dive into tonight's topic.
Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is just going all the time, like a hamster on a wheel,
Yeah.
just running on that treadmill, never stopping, never taking a break, never getting any waters. You're always on the go. Next thing I think of is like New York City, like Manhattan, taxis, horns beeping, all times of night, 24/7, the subway, go, go,
Ooh.
go. So that's the those are the two big ones that kind of pop out at me when I hear hustle. Like automatically my mind goes New York City, like a hamster on a wheel, just going and going.
Exactly.
What comes to your mind?
No, it's the same thing. I think it's what it's been associated with. I think like it goes on top of what you just said. It's been associated with just what you just said, 24/7, always putting in a certain amount of work to yield a certain result, right? And I think there's a good part of it, which obviously gets us up from our butts and we're not being lazy. But there's another part of it that I feel like we've misunderstood as pre-PTs, and that's what I want us to tackle tonight. Kelly, how you doing, man? Man, good to see you. So I'm gonna read to y'all a quote that I saw this morning, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, Casey, bruh, this has to be our topic for tonight." And so the quote was this. The quote was, "We're in the hustle culture where a lot of people are busy, but not necessarily working towards anything. Stop placing value in appearing busy because it's unnecessarily robbing you from your peace." I'll read that one more time for y'all. We are in the hustle culture where a lot of people are busy, but not necessarily working towards anything. Stop placing value in appearing busy because it's unnecessarily robbing you from your peace. So the title tonight was "The Hustle Culture Has Led You to Continuously Make a Mistake That May Be Holding You Back from Being Accepted into PT Schools." Casey, man, before I start talking, because I know when I start talking, it's over. I'm gonna just talk for like 20 minutes. What are your thoughts regarding this topic? Because this is going to be critical for pre-PTs to understand tonight. Otherwise, we're going to find ourselves in the same loop over. and over and over and over again, and ultimately quitting because of multiple rejections. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, sometimes a lot of people ask me when they hear about the stuff I was doing while in PT school and as a pre-PT, they're like, man, you were hustling. How were you doing stuff when you were so busy and you were doing all these things? And I have to like take them back for a minute. I'm like, don't let me fool you. I wasn't that busy. Everything that I was doing was very flexible and I still had my priorities in order. So all the side jobs I had, everything that I wanted to still do was on my own time. I wasn't just packing my schedule just to pack it. A lot of pre-PTs are just they reach out to us like, should I go overseas? Should I do hours? Should I do all these things? I'm like, why? Like my PT application was not packed with a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff.
Hmm.
Like my life isn't packed with a bunch of stuff just to show people that my life is packed with a bunch of stuff or my application's packed with a bunch of stuff. Because in reality, nobody really cares if you're busy or not. I don't
See.
however good or bad that sounds to you, nobody really cares. If oh I'm so busy. Nobody's gonna pat you on the back for that. Nobody's gonna
Hmm.
say, oh, Sean's busy, way to go. Like no, nobody really cares because they have their own life to worry about. So with that, you just have to step back and say what are your bigger goals, like what are you actually trying to achieve here, because like okay there's a time for a hustle, like we have it during launch season and everything like that. We have to
Yeah.
stay up extra hours, put in more work, all that stuff. That's fine, you got to get done what you have to get done. But what's your real ambition? What's your real goal? Like if you're in one of these two situations, right? If you are, say you're a pre-PT with a lower GPA, lower GREs, don't have your stuff in order, and you want to apply this cycle, then hustle is appropriate because we don't have a lot of time. So
True.
hustle is appropriate there.
Yep.
But at the same time, if you're a pre-PT applying 2 years from now and you have a plan, you have everything set up, you've talked to us, you know what you're doing, you're in the accepted system, you don't, you're good. You don't have to pack your schedule with stuff. You don't have to appear, like Joseph said, or like the quote said, you don't have to appear busy just to appear busy. You're fine. Take your break. Chill out. Enjoy your life because it's going to get more busy as time goes on. So you really have to map your ambitions. Does your hustle map your ambitions? Then fine. I don't care. Do your thing. If it doesn't, and you're just trying to get a pat on the back from us, we're not gonna do it. Like we have our own stuff to do.
Yep.
So that's the first part. Or those are really my only 2 points there. Hustle has to match your ambition. Then on the flip side, don't do it for us. Don't do it for your peers. They don't care if you're busy or not. They have their own stuff to run. Don't don't post something. I mean, whatever it is, posting something, talking to your friends, appearing like you're hustling because they probably know the truth anyways. They probably know you're just sitting on the couch watching ESPN anyways. So it has to match that. So for
Yeah.
instance, with myself and Joseph with Pre-PT Grind, if we have a business, it's appropriate to hustle because we know what we want with our business. We have to come home, we have to hop on a Pre-PT chat live, we have to do stuff after this to make sure the business is running soon. I mean, running appropriately. We have to do stuff on the weekends. We have to, all that stuff because that's what we want to do. But if we didn't want that, if I wasn't a part of Pre-PT Grind, I can just come home, kick my shoes off, turn on ESPN. I would have
Good.
no problem with that. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
But our ambition is more than that. So is your ambition more than that? Then it's okay. Put your hustle in. Do your damn thing. If it's not, and you have time to not, don't force it because nobody really cares that much. So those are my two biggest points. But what do you think?
First of all, Joe, how you doing? Um, Iriselsa, Iriselsa. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize. Good to have you here. Edward, good to have you here. Juan, Eric, Sean, good to have you all here. But Casey, you hit it right on the money. I think it's really two things, guys. Two things as well. You have to, whenever you're pursuing anything, including, and for you, it's getting into PT school. The, the mistake that we keep seeing over and over is if someone gets rejected, they just say, all right, I just got to do more. And so they just start doing stuff like that's just like without any real direction. They're like, oh, I've been told this, I've been told that, I've been told. Honestly, the way it's being set up for you, it's like you're running around like a headless chicken. Like you're being set up to just do random ish. Like I'm talking to students that are like, hey, Joseph, man, like I'm just being told to just retake. I mean, come on, y'all have heard us say it over and over again. But the honest truth is, that's just leading you to just like unnecessarily, like the grind is good when it has a purpose and when it's the right time, like what Casey was saying. Like if this is the time for y'all to put in work, then and stop, blaming other people or saying, oh, application's not opening until July. You better start now. But if you're just doing things just to do things, if you're like, wow, I see Casey and Joseph's doing videos, and okay, I just gotta stay busy. Maybe that's it. The honest truth is, it's a big lie. It's a big lie that all you have to do is just stay busy. There's really two things: clarity and efficiency. If you're not clear as to why you're doing what you're doing, then it's probably purposeless, and it's grinding for things that are just allowing you to feel like you're gonna accomplish your goal of becoming a PT student, but in reality, you're really lying to yourself. Like, don't lie to yourself, please. And then number two, your efficiency. When you do have all those things that you're doing, when you are saying, wow, I'm actually gonna go overseas and shadow a PT for 2 months, and because that's pretty cool. Like, are you going to be able to handle all these things and actually be efficient with your time? Because right now, because Casey and I have full-time jobs as physical therapists. Like, we're full-time PTs. Casey, you full-time?
I just got home 10 minutes
Okay.
ago.
So we both saw patients today, correct?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. So we're full-time PTs, but we're also serving all of you. And we also have our 100 plus students in our acceptance system and so many other clients in so many other avenues. Like, we're doing all this stuff, but we're not doing it like headless chickens. We have to be very clear and purposeful about every single thing that we do. And if for you right now, you're saying, I'm prepping to apply, whether it's this year, whether it's in 2020, whether it's in 2021, and you feel like you're just doing stuff, I'm just taking classes, I'm just going around clinics, I'm just well, you're grinding unnecessarily. You're not doing, you might actually be doing the right things, you just have no idea why. So maybe understand that first. But when you are like, this whole grind I mean, come on now, like, let's put in work where work is due. Because what's going to happen is if you train yourself to just grind and put in work for the hell of it, just so you can feel like you're working towards something when really you're not working towards anything at all, then you're going to deceive yourself to doing that over and over again. When you do get into PT school, ultimately, you'll do the same thing. When you do become a physical therapist, you'll do the same thing. And honestly, those are the PTs that end up struggling for the majority of their career. The honest truth is, like, that's really it. Like, when I like, it literally, like, because success leaves clues, that's the same thing that you'll see when it comes to any other avenue of success. Like, I've spoken to a few people that, are in this area that are like multimillionaires, right? And so I'll ask them questions like what is it like? How do you spend most of your day? And they're all different. They're all different. Like, I'll speak to the ones that are making a lot of money, and they're like, man, Joseph, I'm working 7 days a week. Like, most of my days are like 12-hour days, 13-hour days. I'm barely sleeping. I barely see my family, but I know they're living well. And I'm like, oh, that's cute, but you best believe I don't want that. I don't want that lifestyle. And then I'll speak to the multimillionaires that are like, man, like, I'm actually working like very little. Like, I have a team that I facilitate. I have 9 different companies. One's worth $54 million. The other one's this, that. Actually, next weekend, I got a vacation with my family. I got this. Well, honestly, there's two different things. They're both worth the same. But one is just grinding for the hell of it, to feel like they're doing something because they've been taught incorrectly. It never stops. We've been taught that way. Honestly, y'all realize y'all been taught that way with your homework, right? Y'all just do a bunch of damn assignments just for the hell of it. It's how we've been trained. So when you guys are preparing for PT school, if you guys want to be successful in not only this, but every other stage, you have to start understanding, like, when you grind, understand that it's towards a purpose. And be clear. Have clarity. If you don't have clarity right now when it comes to PT school application for what you should be doing, you should be talking to us ASAP. Like, you should be messaging us at contactpreptgrind.com like tonight, like today. If you're watching this on a podcast, like, get it together, please. And then, of course, being efficient with your time. Please learn how to use your time. Stop wasting it. Stop wasting it. You don't have to always be busy. You don't. Trust me. I'm trying to get better with my time so I can have more evenings where I'm just like watching TV shows with my fiance, where we just go to the beach and just spend 2 hours just watching the sunset, grabbing some ice cream, taking a nap on the beach. Like, those are things that you should be able to enjoy. So don't deceive yourself into thinking that you just have to work. If it's not purposeless, it's not worth it. Like, if it's not purposeful, it's not worth it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Casey, anything else to add before we end, brother?
No, man. I mean, you pretty much just summed it up right there. A quote that I put on my Instagram today that kind of fits what you were just saying. Like, the quote was talking about like we're always thinking about tomorrow, and it kind of goes with this. Like we're always grinding for tomorrow. I'm grinding to get into PT school. I'm grinding to become a PT. Then when you're a PT, I'm grinding to whatever your next goal is. But you should have time now to stop and smell the roses. Enjoy today. Do what you were just talking about. So
Yeah,
that just triggered something that I saw earlier today as well. So enjoy it. You're not going to be in this position again. So every step of
I
the way,
agree.
be grateful for it. So yeah.
Man, Andy, everybody else, y'all have an amazing rest of your evening. It's been a pleasure. It's been great having you guys here. If you guys would like to hear more about things that we've either shared in the past or people that we brought on, please go listen to the Pre-BT Grind podcast. We are at episode, was it 97 this week, Casey? Is it
Think
97?
so. Think so. We're getting
Well,
close.
so we got about 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, we have a giveaway for our episode 100. If you have never listened to our Pre-PT Grind podcast, please go in there, go listen to it, leave us a review, show us some love, but also share it with someone else that is on the same journey that could also use it as well. That is us just pouring our love and our energy and everything to you, and we're never stopping. We ain't gonna stop until we got like gray hairs and things like that. But it's always a pleasure to serve you guys. You guys have an amazing evening. Many blessings. We out.